Agent Power Huddle is a daily jumpstart, giving you all the tools you need to create an amazing real estate career. Led by top experts in the field, you'll learn how to sell more houses in less time while creating the life you want. Welcome to the Agent Power Huddle.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Hi, Tracy. And Kim. Okay. Got some people I know and like that. So today, I feel like you guys can see me, right? Okay. Today we're talking about Popeyes, and I kind of wanted to make it like interactive, and I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. You guys can tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing. And we can go from there and see what kind of ideas we can spark up. So I'll start by talking about my current Popeye that I did for Halloween, and I'm still doing it because, of course, things don't always go as planned. So this year I bought these like brown paper bags, and I literally just drew on them with a Sharpie. I wrote the words boo bag on them and drew a ghost, and it took me like 2 seconds to do them, and I recorded it. So there will be a video attached to this idea. So if you ever go to any of my social media pages, Janel More Real Estate, you'll see the video of it. It'll be up actually tomorrow because I'll be done handing these out after that. But all I filled it with was some candy for Halloween. I made these little flyers. And really all it says is, I'll carve out time for you. Don't be spooked by real estate. I've got you covered. It has my name, it has my phone number, my email address, and of course, all the things that realtors have to have on their marketing. So it has the EXP logo, my team logo, just super simple. I also put one of my business cards in here because my team lead made a good suggestion. She said, if they throw away the piece of paper that has your information on it, they'll more than likely keep your business card because it's smaller, compact, and it still has all the information that the client needs. So I put these in there too. And I know everybody has business cards and you want them to kind of get scattered around. So that's a good way to do it as well. And of course the candy because of Halloween. Tracy, quick question. Have you done any Popeyes in your neighborhoods at all? Like for any of your clients? If you're able to talk. You're still on mute, Tracy. I can see you talking to me, but it's I can't hear you.
There you go. I brought pies and things like that as Popeyes.
Okay.
Like for Thanksgiving time, I've dropped in with pies and things, but I haven't done. I wanted to do something Halloween themed, but I didn't get to it this year. But I am planning on doing pies or something for next month.
Awesome. Yeah, we're doing that as a team for our like client event. We're having our clients come and actually pick up the pies at our client event, but we're giving them out. So it's also a good way to like kind of touch the clients and just be like, hey, we're thinking about you. I totally understand that. I know Kim, like our group has done, last year we did New Year's Popeyes for our clients that closed for the year. So we did like champagne bottles and like we just bought something like super simple. We bought them in bulk and I personally made custom labels, but you can do that. Like you can get customized labels on Etsy for not that expensive, honestly. And I mean, I know how to make them, but it's not that like, they're not that difficult to do. So that is something you could also do. Kim, what other Popeyes have you done before?
So I have done pies also. The only reason I did do the Popeye pies was because COVID happened. So I couldn't do my pie event. So I did Popeye pies 2020. I think that's the only year I did. I think 2021, I actually was able to do it in person. So I did the pies. We did the champagne bottles. And then I have done candles as well.
Ooh,
yeah, a lot of people love candles, so it's just something a little cute to do. And I've thought about, I told you, doing mums like at the start of fall.
Yeah.
And drop on doorsteps. But Outside of that, I haven't had too many other ideas, but there are some good ideas. I love the boo bag idea. That was awesome. I'm definitely going to do that next year for my neighborhood.
And I'm not going to lie, it was super cheap. I got 200. Okay, the reason I ended up doing, I'll explain this. The reason I ended up doing 200 bags is because they were only $14. But I probably should have thought about that because I have to personally be the person to walk around the neighborhood and put them all out. I wish I was generating enough income to pay somebody to do it, but not there yet. We're going to get there. But it was super simple. It took me like 2 minutes in bed just drawing them. Super simple. And actually I got that from that TikTok creators group that I joined. So honestly, any Facebook group you can join, any like group that you can join just with agents, like how we collect here, that's the best thing you can ever do for your business, because people are going to do things and they're in a whole different other states. They're not in my neighborhood. So I could do the same thing. It's just like with social media. We all see each other posting videos, and your videos aren't necessarily going to hit my clients. So if they see me do the exact same video I see you do, then they're not going to know. So it's like really good to kind of piggyback off of each other and just share ideas, because what works for you could work for me. And if we're both winning, then that's a great idea. I love like to share what I'm doing with my team and just kind of collaborate with people to get better ideas from it. Suzanne, are you doing any Popeyes this year during the holidays? If you're able to talk. You're on mute, right?
Yeah, I just unmuted. Yep. No, I haven't done anything. Actually, making pickles tonight. So if that comes out well, I think I might pass those out.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't think you were here for it, but I literally just made these little bags. I bought brown paper bags and drew on them. And it says boo bag. It has candy inside of it. It has my business card inside of it. And then I made these little flyers that just say, I'll carve out time for you. Let's talk.
That's cute.
Super simple. And honestly, I got a lot of people in my neighborhood that came to like our little Halloween meetup that said they loved it. So I'm already getting feedback that people are appreciative of the fact that I even took the time out to do it.
That's true. Yeah.
So honestly, anything is like any little small touch that shows that you care or you're thinking about the people in your neighborhood. Or not even in your neighborhood. You can do Popeyes in other neighborhoods. Have you done any other Popeyes during the year? Like, have you thought about it?
I've thought about it. I've got a few ideas. I have not done anything yet. I figured that the pickles, they're so easy to make. And I figured attach a business card to like the, little string on the top of the mason jar.
Yeah.
And I mean, who doesn't love pickles? So.
I agree. I have no idea how to make pickles, but that sounds really cool.
Yeah, they're super easy. And the other thing, I've come up with a few ideas, but like apple pie in a jar, but you have to keep it frozen. So that's kind of a little difficult. Bath salts, things like that people enjoy,
Yeah, that sounds awesome. We were talking to Tracy, and Tracy was saying that she's doing Popeyes with pies for Thanksgiving. So she's going to drop off pies to people so that they can take them to their family Thanksgiving. Our team is doing our pie event for our clients, so they come and pick up the pies. We did a champagne kind of thing for New Year's, so that's something you can think of. I was going to try to do pumpkins for like people, but honestly, you have to do it a little earlier in October, and I just didn't have the bandwidth to do it at the moment. But that's also a good idea. I'm trying to think of other stuff. I know I've dropped off like candy for like Valentine's Day before, and I just put like a cute little little card, and I bought the card off Etsy. You can find any of these ideas on Etsy, Pinterest, and just collaborating with other agents, because some of the stuff like pickles, I wouldn't have thought of that. So that's like a good thing to like just talking to other agents, seeing what they're doing. I was expressing that it's super important because if you're doing it in your neighborhood, I don't know, where are you located specifically?
North Myrtle Beach.
So you're in Myrtle Beach. I'm in Arlington, Virginia. My people are not like, we're really far away, and everybody can still get what they want. So it's cool to kind of share the ideas with each other, because I actually got that boo bag idea from a TikTok creator in Wisconsin. So it's just kind of sharing what we're doing and different things like that. Let's see. Sierra, do you have any Popeye ideas that you were thinking about doing? If you can talk.
I can. No actual ideas yet. I do door knocking currently a lot. So it's just kind of a second step in that.
Okay.
I know we as a team have talked about doing holiday specific things. So maybe dropping by the moms. I saw one. I also have a charcuterie business. So I saw one on, I think it was TikTok or Instagram also, where you drop off little personal charcuterie boxes and say, why not meet with me about your real estate goals or something of the sort. So of course that's super down my lane.
Yeah.
But things like that, you just kind of have to be mindful of the fact that if you put cheese in it, the weather has to be a certain way. You have to really think it through. Because I think one of the things that you noticed in your situation and just what you have to think about when you're doing your Popeyes is there are other factors that may be involved that you can't account for: wind, rain, so on and so forth. So just being mindful of that. But I think also when it matches the season, it's something that's just kind of easier to theme and or say a quick little cute little line or tagline to. So I think that's one way to kind of just think about what you're going to do in general. Your boo bags were perfect for Halloween. It was right along with the theme.
If the weather would have been nice. No, she just knows a little bit more about that story. I actually passed these out the day before Halloween. So I passed these out on Monday. I did half of my neighborhood, and it was kind of funny because it started raining and it started to get super windy and all the boo bags started to fall over. And I was honestly just praying that people received them safely. But I did get feedback that some people did. So they've touched some people. I can't complain. I'm going to put the rest of them out today. It still is windy and it's actually kind of cold. But I'm going to, put my jacket on and put my walking shoes on and get it done. Because I want to share everything with everybody in the neighborhood. I don't want to exclude anybody. I'm trying to think if I can think of any other kind of Popeye ideas. Of course, you can always do if there's an event in the neighborhood. So I know my neighborhood has a block party. I'm trying to be a part of that block party, and I'm going to make that one of my Popeyes if I can get collaborative with the people who actually do it. And I'll pop by and just kind of bring them something small. And then invite them to the block party if they have never been to the block party, or if they come all the time. I'm just going to kind of do what Sierra said and door knock in a sense. Popeyes, in my opinion, are just kind of I drop it off and you can grab it when you get there. But door knocking in a sense is more where you're actually trying to get them to come to the door and talk to you, have a little conversation. If it leads to real estate, that's a great thing. I wouldn't start there all the time, but when we do our door knocking initially, we always say we have CMAs, we're trying to engage with the client to get them to actually sell or buy, or tell us they know somebody who is ready to sell or buy. So it's really just engagement. Has anybody, well, I guess everybody has told us what they have done Popeye wise. I kind of wanted to do this as a mastermind and get people to chime in. So what holidays are you guys big fans of? Because if you have a holiday, maybe we can brainstorm what you could do for that holiday outside of what's going on right now.
I love Thanksgiving, and I think this time of the year is probably one of the best times to do Popeyes and things of the sort because a lot of agents take off.
Agreed.
And also it's a very joyous time. So you're more likely to encounter people in better spirits. It's just an easier opportunity in some sense if you decide to do it around the holidays. And you can do poinsettias. Everyone sells poinsettias, around the holiday and so on and so forth. And even if that's too big, maybe you're just doing 5 houses, right? So on and so forth. Or poinsettia seeds or something of this sort that is in alignment with the holidays, or recipes, or, something of the sort like that go with. apple pies or something in regards to the holiday. Sangria, I'm always going to bring it back to wine. Any type of recipe that is in alignment with that. I actually suggested that for our team, that with our like market analysis that we are providing during our door knockings, in one of those ways, maybe during a pop by, we can just put our information on a recipe card.
I think that is amazing. I think that is super smart. I actually wouldn't have thought of that.
To be something that's tangible,
Yeah, because you don't actually have to physically make it, but you're giving them the ingredients, the instructions. Like that is actually very smart, especially for people like me who don't know how to cook. So we're learning and we need instructions. Okay, well, I like those ideas. I also do. She made a good point of the fact that you have to be like mindful of what you're spending and what you're putting out, because Popeyes can get expensive. Like if you want to buy a pumpkin for every single house in your neighborhood, it can get really expensive. I bought 200 of these bags for like $14. I bought 2 things of candy. I want to say I spent like $35 on the 2 bags of candy. And then I actually ended up having to spend like $70 like trying to print these pages. So it's smart to kind of know what your budget is before you start doing it, because then maybe you'll judge it and be like, okay, maybe I can only do 100 houses this round because I'm actually putting out something. Like if you were to do poinsettias, or like Suzanne's making her pickles, maybe she only has 25 jars of pickles. She has to put them out where she needs to be strategic so she's not like stretching herself too thin. Because I will say one thing I do as an agent, especially because I do work a separate business as well, I stretch myself thin all the time. And agent self-care is super important because we are not superheroes. We get tired. We have things that happen in our personal lives. Everybody needs a break every once in a while. So you need to make sure you're not overexhausting yourself so that you're refreshed and able to take care of the clients you do have, and you're not doing too much in your daily activities. Suzanne or Tracy, do you guys have any favorite holidays or times of year that we could kind of elaborate on that you can do different Popeyes for?
I was thinking Christmas, making Christmas trees. I do that anyway. So I was thinking about dropping off some Christmas cookies to my past clients as well. That was what I was planning for December.
Gotcha. What are you gonna do? Like, you're just gonna make the cookies and put them on like okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I usually make a big variety, and I do that anyway. So I usually make a ton of cookies, and then everyone enjoys them. So I make a big professional tray and then deliver them for their holiday.
That's awesome. I like that idea. Honestly, I've been trying to think of some stuff I can do in like the summertime or like the springtime, because especially like with how my Popeye went this time, it was cold and it was raining and I didn't really like walking around the neighborhood to put them out. I'm gonna do it, but like I need to think of some more like summery stuff to do. Like that's where I need to head, because that's the only time I think I want to like walk around. And of course, with like global warming, our weather is unpredictable at this moment, but I don't know. I want to make my chances a little bit better.
Jeannie just did one with popcorn. Jeannie on our team.
Yeah.
And it was really cute. She dropped everybody a bag of popcorn and just said, just popping by, and had some popcorn theme. And it was really cute. I thought that was nice.
I've seen people do that for open houses where they say, thanks for popping by. And they give you like, that is super cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
Anything you can make with like a play on words, I think is the best way to go. Like, and that's why I said, like, honestly, if you go on Etsy, you can find a ton of them. If you search Realtor Popeyes, they have like tons of stuff for sale. You don't have to buy it. You can actually kind of make it yourself, but it's on there. If you don't want to like make it yourself, you can buy it. And that is an awesome idea. I actually really like the popcorn one. I'm trying to think. What is some other stuff we could do? I know that there's people who do, you can do like birthday Popeyes. Our team has started to acknowledge like our clients' birthdays more. just to make sure that they like know that we like think about them. So having your client's birthday in your like consults or like your initial conversations with them will be a good idea for a lot of people because it can add to the times that you can pop by on them. If you know their address, you know their birthday, and you have like a small gift, you can send them a small gift. You can drive by and drop off that small gift. It doesn't have to be super crazy. Anything is going to make them feel special just because of the fact that you thought about them. That's just like when people do like personalized cards where they write cards and they just mail them out. It's super simple. It takes a little bit of time, but receiving a card from somebody that like is personally written, like that means a lot to me. I don't know if it means a lot to everybody else. We are in a generation where like everything is online and everybody is perfectly happy with like the Facebook, like happy birthdays. But like if you get a card, it's a different emotion because it's not normal anymore. So I think that would be a good idea as well. We talked about pumpkins. Depending on what your budget is, you can do something like that. Or you could do like pumpkin seeds. People like pumpkin seeds. Trying to think of something that's not edible. I really like Sierra's recipe idea.
Amy had suggested dropping mums off because there was a sale, like 2 for $10 or something, or 2 for $20 or something, dropping mums off to your recently closed people or for your years.
Yeah, Kim was saying that too. We just hadn't bought them early enough. I think that is a good idea. So pop-bys aren't just for like past and current clients. Literally this pop-by I did was literally just for everybody in my neighborhood. So sometimes it is just strictly for those clients that you have that you're touching because you have done business with them. You want them to know that they're still being thought of. Sometimes it's really just to get your business out there because these pop-bys I did are strictly just to tell everybody in my neighborhood, I do real estate. You should be talking to me. And I think it'll work eventually. And even with me walking by in the neighborhood and dropping them off personally, because I was the person doing it, some of the people that saw me walking were like, hey, what are you passing out? Can I have one? Like, what's going on? And they were like, I was like, yeah, I'm a realtor in the neighborhood. I just wanted to drop these off to everybody in the neighborhood and let them know I do real estate. I care. Here's a bag of candy, just kind of like awareness. If you ever want to talk about real estate, I'm here. And some of them were like, yeah, well, we might be calling you sooner than later. Which is exactly the reaction I want because I want you guys to call me today. Like, if you want to talk now, I'm here to talk now.
The other thing that I find, even with Popeyes and with door knocking, is that once they realize you are from the neighborhood, it's even more trustworthy for them. They feel more comfortable about making that initial step in terms of reaching out to you and talking to you. One thing I've used in what I say to some of them when I get to connect is I just bought in my neighborhood. So I clearly know how to navigate real estate in this neighborhood. You know how much my house costs. Like I use that to my advantage all the time. So you know that I was able to navigate probably one of the best deals in this neighborhood. I would do the same on both sides. So it gives you a chance to kind of show if you're going in your neighborhood specifically, right? Or if you're going in a neighborhood that you've sold at, or you have clients that have bought at multiple times and so on and so forth, then you have an advantage to show if you get to interact with them during a pop-by or door knocking opportunity that you are an expert of that area.
I 100% agree with that. And it's kind of funny because I took a Krista Mayshore like webinar yesterday, and her specific reason on why she always says like she wins her listing appointments before she even gets there is because they know who she is. So if it's in person, like going out and people actually physically seeing you, or if it's online, like 2024, I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to be sick of me. Everybody's going to see me on social media. You're going to see me on TikTok. You're going to see me on Instagram. You're going to see me on Facebook. You're going to see me everywhere. Tracy, I am being serious. I am going to be everywhere. Just like we always, like, I see Krista Mayshore pop up on everything. And I live in Virginia. And I'm not going to lie. She probably gets me every time. I sign up for the little webinars. I go to them. I want to know all the stuff that she's doing because I want to be her. I want to be selling 100 plus homes every year. That's where I'm trying to be. So I buy into that because I believe in her, and I've actually physically talked to her, and she is like very genuine and good at what she's doing. I want everybody to look at me like the Krista Mayshore of Virginia. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I love her too. I have her book, and I've done her seminars as well.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's super nice, super friendly. I don't know if you've ever talked to her, but I've actually talked to her. Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah. She's very genuine. She's just like you and I. She just has a hold on the market, and she knows what she's doing. She's making videos consistently. She's making content consistently. She's talking about what's going on in the market. She's educating people, and she's winning because she knows what she's doing. She's in front of their faces all the time. So if she's in front of your face all the time and she's in front of my face all the time, and we're in two different states, imagine the type of exposure she can put on somebody's property. That's how she sells herself. So the more I post, and it's kind of funny because I went to my friend's house yesterday and her neighbor said she saw me on TikTok. And I actually felt like, I was like, really? Like, that made me feel so good, because that is what I want. I want everybody that doesn't know me, when they see me, to be like, hey, I saw you on TikTok. So then I can be like, what was I doing? Was it about real estate? Like, what was it? And she was like, yeah, like you were talking about real estate. And I was like, so how do you feel about the market? Easy way to keep the conversation going. So I am committing to doing pop-bys, making sure my clients know who I am, and putting my face on social media so much more. So getting in front of this camera is my MO for 2024. And I hope you guys can commit with me and we can do it. Because Tracy, I've seen you on TikTok too. You've been doing all your crafts and all the things. So I've been seeing you get a lot better at social media as well. And I'm excited to see what our journeys look like. Tracy said she's with it. She's going to commit. Suzanne, have you done any social media? Like, are you involved in like TikTok or Instagram, any of the sorts? If you're available to talk. Oh, okay. No problem. No problem at all. It's okay. I know the Kimberly Randall group is committed to social media because everybody is required to like post. We're all posting at least twice a week. So it's going to be awesome. Well, we can kind of wrap up. There's only 2 minutes left. Did anybody have any questions or ideas that they wanted to put in? Maybe, maybe not. Well, I appreciate everybody for joining me. This was fun. I feel like I got some good like new ideas, and I hope you guys got some good new ideas. And if you ever need anything, you can always DM me or like, I don't know, you can get in contact with me at any point. But yeah, we're all set.
If you'd like more information or to get connected to the Agent Power Huddle, join our free Facebook group. This call was designed for the agents in our EXP organization, but open to any agent from any brokerage. If you're a guest and you're interested in learning more about EXP or our specific resources within the Agent Collective, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get more info. Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.